Alright, so here's part 2 of my full music collection update of 2019. So let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to start from the top. Now this I found on the side of the road and it was beated up. However, it's what I put inside of it which makes it something worth of value. Now I did put a CD in here and it's pretty much a mixture of some of Michael's greatest hits and Prince's greatest hits. But we're not going to focus on that. What we're going to focus on is what I bought, I think like a month ago over at my local vinyl shop for like $5-10. And this is one of the holy grails if you're a Michael Jackson collector. This is in full original packaging. This is still factory sealed, and I'm glad I got this. So it is the Michael Jackson trading cards and bubble gum. So this is all original right here, full sealed and everything. So I'm glad I found this because this is only going to go up, you know, in value. If you take a look at the time Thriller came out, which was in 83, and then in between 83 along with the trading card, so around 83 to 84, this makes this around what, 36 years old. So yeah, it's only gonna go up more so in value. You know, it's like when people go out and they find the Batman cereal from 1987, I do believe. 1989, from the Michael Keaton Batman movie. You know, if you find the box in mint condition with the cereal still inside it, I mean, that's worth value right there on its own. So there's that. Next we got Escape. Right there. I decided to get the golden version. I was going to get the silver version to go with that, but I'm like, you know what? Man, I'm going to skip that. We have Michael right here. And I know a lot of people don't like this album because of what came out. It's like, oh, well, that's not really him singing. And how they got a lot of backlash from that. And here's something that a lot of people don't know. When an artist passes away, you know, they're going to have songs that they never put out, that were never finished. And the estate does not want to be sitting on all these unfinished songs. So what they do, they're going to hire somebody that's going to sound a bit like that artist and have it match up with the vocals. So they're going to be singing over which is already there, which is going to be pretty much dubbing the originals. And of course, with a lot of editing and mixing, you know, it's all going to be blended in. You know, they did the same thing with Tupac. The last album that ever came out was something like that, was Pac's Life. You know, so a lot of that was redubbed and recorded by somebody that sounded like Pac, since none of those songs are finished. And so they have to hire other artists that are going to fill in, you know, those empty spaces. Same thing with Biggie Smalls. You know, they did the same thing with him. So, you know, with any artist, you know, that's what's going to happen. So this is Michael's stuff. It's just that, you know, they did hire somebody, you know, to dub over it, to blend it and mix it, edit it really good to where you couldn't tell. You know, all artists who pass away end up getting that type of treatment through their estate. You know, I'm pretty sure, you know, we're going to get the same thing later on in the future when it comes to Prince, you know. So just be aware. I had another one, but the CD was missing out of this one, so I replaced it. We got This Is It. We got History Volume 2. Now this I made myself, and I remembered when this came out around the late 80s, they released a blue variant, which was the audio CD. Now the blue variant that is out now, of course, is going to be with the music videos, but a lot of people don't know before that one, you know, you had the audio version. And then when the estate started doing the special edit editions, they did the special edit edition for History Continues, which they put out the songs for the actual History album on disc 2 by itself. And I do feel like if he would have stuck to the original idea of just putting these ones out by itself, of course with the songs we're all familiar with on disc 2, which is Scream, They Don't Care About Us, Stranger in Moscow, This Time Around, Earth Song, DS, Money, Come Together, You're Not Alone, Childhood, Tabloid Junkie, Too Bad, History, Little Susie, and Smile, it would have actually been a great album, but because he added his greatest hits to it, it just wasn't hitting. We got Blood on the Dance Floor, History in the Mix, which is the remix of the History album. I actually got 2 copies of this because this one, when I first bought it, I wore it out so much. Next we got Dangerous 25. Now this never came out, and a lot of people from the estate or the Michael Jackson fans were waiting for this, so I decided to make my own, which is the songs from the album plus the second album, which is the unreleased songs. It would have came out, but they decided to have those link on YouTube. They was like, well, rather than doing that, we're going to put together a documentary, which we do not want to see a documentary. We want the album, the 25th anniversary, which we'll never get, by the way. Then we have the special edit version of the album. So, you know, the front cover is the same. The back cover is going to be different. And the disc design is different as well as that. This don't work anymore. This is also played out. I do have the original version that came out. So it's still the same on the front. The back is different. The picture is a bit more dim on this side. And then there's the disc. So that is the difference. We got Bad 25 right here, which is really great. We got Bad Special Edit that comes with full picture booklet. And then we got the original Bad release right here. We have the Jackson's Victory album. This right here is my own Thriller version that I made with the songs that were recorded for Thriller that were never put out. And the song for Thriller, rather than be called Thriller, it was called Starlight. So I do recommend checking that out. I think which would have been really great for the 35th anniversary if they would have actually put the songs that were recorded for the album originally that never made it on there to be put out by itself as an anniversary collector's item, but you know they'll never do that. Then we got Thriller 25 with this alternate cover, and then Thriller 25 again with this cover. So I got several of those, and then I got the standard edition. I do not have the edit edition. I do want that. I don't mind collecting that. We have Off the Wall Special Edit Edition, which is that right there, which you would see off the cassette. And then your standard one right there. And then this one by itself. So that's it for the Michael one, and we will get on with the Prince. So here is the Prince collection. We have his first album, For You, which is, it's alright. It's mainly like disco R&B, if you will. So we have that. Next one, which is self-titled, which is Prince, which is an okay one. I have all his US releases. I am going to be working on some of the other ones that I did skip that were for UK, but then end up getting put out for US collection around Not too certainly one, but most definitely. And then we got Prince, Dirty Minds. Let's see. Then I got Prince. Which one is this? Controversy. I do have some OCD to where I like to make sure the discs are pointing a certain way, and also have things in order of how they came out. We have Prince 1999. We got Purple Rain. Around the World in a Day. This one is my least favorite. It's Parade, which is the soundtrack to Cherry Moon, which is, I actually like that one. It's a Prince movie. We got Signs of the Times right here, which is a really great one. I wouldn't mind getting the anniversary set when they put that out, but it is out of my pocket range. We got, which one is this one? I think this one is Love Sexy right here. So that's the name of this one. We kind of got like a new power generation, kind of like a hip-hop single mix album. Actually, this one is actually out of order. That shouldn't even be. That should be right there. Then we got one of my favorites, which is, of course, the Batman one. Okay, got that one. We got, of course, my favorite, which is Graffiti Bridge. Love this album. We got Diamonds and Pearls. We got the love symbol without the logo. And then we got the love symbol again with the logo. So there's that one. Then I have the legendary Black Album. Now, there is debate on if these were the songs chosen for it, because you got a lot of different versions out there and a lot of bootlegs too, so it's hard to tell. We got a single CD right here, which is I Hate You. That came off the Gold Album. The only reason, the Gold Album, I just don't care much for it. I mean, I'm glad I got it, don't get me wrong, but this is the album that the Versace Experience was based off of, that they put out a couple months ago. Not really worth my money. Not worth my money. And as a collector, not everything that comes out that you're going to be a fan of or collect is going to be worth buying, because it's not. A lot of it's there for, like, money grabs. We got The Beautiful Experience, which is a single mix of the song The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, and it was heavily put out and advertised as an album, which is actually a good single mix. Then we got one of my favorites by him, which is the 3-disc set of Emancipation. I actually do recommend that album. I'm glad it's coming out on vinyl in September. I'm hoping my local record shop gets it in, because I'm definitely going to be getting that album. Then we have the greatest hits of Prince, or the best of Prince. There's a lot of greatest hits that were put out from him that I'm really not going to get, because a lot of it's filled in spaces like filler. We got New Power Soul. This one's underestimated. It really is. We got Rave to the Joy, fantastic. When it first came out, I don't mind, and I wouldn't mind getting the re-release of this that they did with the vinyl version, because the one that came out with that comes with a 3-disc set. The Rainbow Children, I'm hoping the estate puts this out, or re-puts it out on vinyl, because this is a great album. It really is. Then we got Musicology. Great album. I know they put this out on purple vinyl, but I didn't get it. I'm waiting for certain ones. Locust Flower 3-album set. I'm hoping the estate re-puts this back out on purple vinyl. And I do need to get another copy of this, because this was my very first Prince album I ever bought and ever owned. And I played it so much that it doesn't work anymore. And I loved it. Next, we got Artificial Age. Then we got Hittin' One, Press One. I do want to own this on vinyl, but it's like out of my pocket range. So, yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Hit and Run, Press 2, which is okay. I'm hoping there'll be a part 3. I hope so. Then we got one that came out a couple of years ago. Which is kind of a greatest hits one, which is Prince, or Forever Prince. I do want to get that on vinyl, though. Here we have a re-release of Purple Rain, and this has several CDs in it. It's, the songs from the soundtrack, Disc 2, which is, I think, the unreleased stuff. Then Disc 3, which is different mixes. No. I'm just going to show you guys, like, there's so much stuff going on that it's, like, a lot. So, there's that. And then we got Prince Under the Covers, which is songs that he did covers of with artists that he grew up listening to. And this is actually not even legit. This is a bootleg that is very popular amongst the community, and it's a lot of live performances. So there's that. There's that for my Prince collection. Next is going to be my movies, or well, my music. Go ahead and get into it. This one's just to make sure they're a certain way. Okay. So here we have American Satan DVD Blu-ray combo pack. I recommend this movie. I really do. Then we got 8 Mile right here. From there, we go to 50 Cent Refuses to Die. Then we got B5, I think this is, or 4. I don't know. It's only one I really own. It's one of my favorites out the series. Then we have the DVD and Blu-ray version of Bohemian Rhapsody. Great movie. I like some of the songs, even though it's not my kind of music, but I do appreciate the movie. I do. I really, honestly, I do. Cadillac Records, which I really like the music from the soundtrack, and I wouldn't mind owning that either on vinyl or CD. Crazy Sexy Cool, the TLC story. We have Chameleonaire's interview for the Ultimate Victory, which is a really great one to watch. I enjoy that one a lot. From there, we got Get Rich or Die Trying. So there's two. So I got a couple of bootlegs that I burnt for myself, honestly. We got the original 50 Cent documentary and the Tony Yayo story 2005 from G Unit. So there's that. Hustle and Flow the movie. And there's several versions of Hustle and Flow that I do own that we will get to way later on. La Bamba and DVD. I really want to own the soundtrack to that movie, but I never think about it. We have The Last Days of Left Eye, bootleg. Michael Jackson, Searching for Neverland, bootleg. Michael Jackson's Vision. Of course, all the music videos that he did. This Is It. I wouldn't mind owning This Is It on vinyl. I just never think about it though. The Life of a Superstar, Michael. History Volume 2 with some of the music videos, which would be considered his, of course, greatest hit. We have Program Start, Teaser, Billie Jean, Motown, 25, Yesterday, Today, and Forever. We got Beat It, Librarian Girl, Smooth Criminal, 1995 MTV Music Video Awards Performance. We got Thriller. We got Scream, Childhood, You're Not Alone, Earth Song, They Don't Care About Us, Stranger in Moscow, Blood on the Dance Floor, and Brace Yourself. And we got Volume 1 of History with a lot of his, with some more greatest hits of his, which feature Bad, Thriller, Billie Jean, Black or White, Rock With You, Dangerous. Another version of Thriller, Remember the Time and the Way You Make Me Feel. I used to have Moonwalker on VHS once upon a time. I'm going to have to re-get that, but I never think about it. But it is on my to-do list. Michael Jackson, Dangerous Tour. We got MJ Bad 25 documentary, bootleg. The Bad Tour DVD. I really like the Bad Tour. It's like one of my favorite tours to watch. We got Notorious. The only one I'm not going to own is, of course, All Eyes on Me. For a Tupac movie, and supposed to be about Tupac, that was a shitty-ass movie, dude. And it's not the actor's fault. Like, they did their job, and then after the movie came out, the person that directed it, he decided to erase a lot of the footage that was shot that was truthful to Tupac, and then reshoot the bullshit that we seen. And of course, right after that, you know, he decided to do that right after Tupac's mom passed away. So that's like being a complete damn snake, and that's like the worst fucking bio movie I have ever seen in my life. I would never own All Eyes on Me. Bless me, All Eyes on Me. Horrible fucking movie. Next we got Purple Rain Tour. We have the making of Purple Rain, First Avenue. And then we got Tokyo 1990 from Prince. A lot of those are Prince concerts. We have, that's not everyone's favorite, but it's my favorite, which is Graffiti Bridge. Of course, Batman's 1989. A little fun fact about the Batman Michael Keaton movie. Warner Brothers reached out to Michael Jackson because they wanted him to do the soundtrack. But Michael Keaton's like, no, I'm more of a fan of Prince. Can we get Prince to do it? And he's like, yeah. So they reached out to him and he did it. It would have been interesting to see what Michael's version of the album would have been. I believe it would have been something like Dangerous, to believe it or not. We have Signs of the Times on DVD. I wouldn't mind owning that on VHS. Purple Rain on DVD. Straight Outta Compton. CZ Top's Greatest Hits on DVD. Bob Marley Legend on VHS. Purple Rain on VHS. We got La Bamba on VHS. We got the Batman one on VHS. So I got 3 of these now. I'm always collecting something. I don't care if I already have it. Then we got the video game. Hard copy. And this is the American one. I did play the Japan version. And you guys will see that when I upload, I think some of the retro gameplay I've been doing that you guys have been seeing. So, yeah. That's it for the music movies. And next one would be some of my 80s funk culture music, my 90s hip-hop, and, of course, my 2000s music.